Hey, what's going on everybody? I'm Primal Liquid and welcome back to my 100% playthrough for The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. We are on part number 24 and we're going to be taking care of pretty much all the remaining side quests in chapter 2. So let's just jump straight into it, shall we? So straight off the bat, we're going to be leaving the lore office because we need to go to West Street for a cutscene first.
Hey! You're Yuna's teacher!
Aw, Celine's not happy. Yeah, he's kind of standing in front of you.
Yeah, last year! When Calvert attacked, he saved us.
We fell out of the car, but he used his big toy to protect us. Yuna was with us when it happened.
Aww. Then why was Yuna so sad, or should I say angry, when she met Rain? That's certainly interesting.
Yuna, you should at least eat some breakfast. I brought you some porridge Sandy made.
Louise and Jessica are worried too. And not just them. The entire branch campus is concerned for you. Ourselves included, of course.
Why? Why didn't you two go with Instructor Rain? Didn't you want to go?
Of course we did, but we didn't think it was right to leave you behind. You may already be aware, but I was originally meant to attend the main campus. I would follow the same path as the other members of the Vander family in serving the Imperial family. I never once doubted that I would one day be given the honor of being appointed aide to Prince Cedric. However, last fall, the government suddenly decided to relieve the Vander family of its duties. The honor of protecting the royal family should not be monopolized by the nobility, they claimed. My brother was then shipped off to the outskirts, my father and uncle buried in military busywork, and I suddenly found my life's purpose gone. And so I made a rash decision and switched to the branch campus at the last minute.
Kurt.
To be perfectly honest, I barely knew a thing about Crossspell before this trip. At first, I thought being annexed into such a powerful country as Erebonia would be a relief to Crossspell citizens. However, pride in one's home isn't that simple. Compared to the helplessness you and the people of Crossspell must feel, my troubles seem like nothing. Once I realized that, I decided I couldn't leave you here alone.
Aw,
I
young
have trouble
love.
understanding why you're feeling like this, Yuna. I never had a hometown, nor was I born from biological parents. I suspect I was created so as to experience as little emotion as possible.
What?
But hearing you last night, I experienced a strange feeling in my chest. Then Instructor Reen asked if I was okay leaving you here alone, and that is the reason I am still here.
Allie. Unlike you two, I don't have a good reason for staying behind. I know what I should do. Regardless of what's going on, I just need to grit my teeth and keep moving. I know that, but my reason is just my own selfishness.
Well, it seems she's getting over what happened.
Ah, nothing lights a fire in my breast quite like courage in the face of insurmountable odds. I shall join you on this quest of yours.
Who's that? Is that Olivet? It is. He's going to be a playable character?
It is a pleasure to see you once more, my dear Tio. Also, I'll have you take care to say my name properly. I am the drifting poet and seeker of love, Olivier. It wouldn't do for passerby to mistake me for the famed debaucherous Prince of Erebonia. Now would it? Oh, they're far more preoccupied with Alphen at the moment. That naughty, debaucherous prince has gone off on his own to play with Mishi in the theme park. A bitter thought though it may be, I've benefited from the absence of a certain constantly fretting bodyguard this time. But it is because I am a member of the royal family that I must do this. You see, my position prevents me from speaking out on behalf of Crossbell. Thus, I've no other choice but to turn to action this day. Otherwise, I would not be able to face the people of Crossbell I have come to know and love. Upon my telling this to Alphen, she could do little but sigh and agree to my escape scheme. I also come bearing a message from Elise Turine. She wishes you well and says to stay safe.
Thank you, Prince Olivert. Class 7 as well. On behalf of Randy, Ellie, and Lloyd, please protect Crossbell from this disaster looming over it.
Yes! Yeah!
A year and a half ago, the Empire took over Crossbell without any bloodshed. Of course, Calvard wasn't about to let that stand. Their military strength is about even with Erebonia's. Calvard's armored aviation divisions are full of highly mobile tanks and gunships. They invaded Crossbell to try and drive out the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army held them off with their Panzer Soldats, but during the first few battles, there were a number of gunships that broke through the front lines. Because the occupation was so sudden, most of the citizens were in a panic. Most people fled the city, hoping they'd be away from the fighting in rural towns or remote mining villages. We had the same idea, and tried to at least get Ken and Nana to safety in Armorica village. I had just gotten back from the police academy, and got an acquaintance to help drive us to the village. That's when it happened. On the way there, we encountered a Calbardian gunship. It was hit by Imperial fire, and I'm sure the pilot started to panic. It started firing at us. Even though we were clearly not a military transport, our driver tried to maneuver around it, but the vehicle took a hit and we were all thrown out of it. It was frustrating. I felt so powerless. All my training at the police academy didn't help one bit. I threw myself on top of Ken and Nana, swearing I'd make sure at least they survived. And then
rain
a
came.
shadow swooped down on us. It looked like a giant statue of a knight had come to life. With one swing of its sword, it cut off the gunship's rotor, letting it land a ways away. And just like that, we were saved.
Are you all right? Is anyone injured?
I heard the voice of a young man coming from inside the giant knight. I found out later. That was the first official mission of the man now known as the Ashen Chevalier.
Okay, so now that the cutscene's over, we can finally go ahead and start getting the optional stuff done. So the first place we're going to go to is the abandoned law office on West Street, because there's going to be a sub-event there. Okay, next up we're going to go ahead and go to East Street. However, we're going to go to the Business Owners Association, because we need to get a character note for Becky here. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey Becky. Okay, now that we have that, we also actually need to buy something while we're here. And what we need to buy is the martial artist meshi. I'm going to go ahead and buy 5 of them, just because they're going to come in handy later. Okay, nothing else we need to buy there though. So let's move on, shall we? We need to go to the Orcus Tower next, and we need to go to the front of the tower for an event with Regneets, aka Machias' dad. So let's go. Here he is at the car. Okay, one more event to do, and this time we need to go to the harbour because we got to go to the Rainford group. So let's move, shall we? Okay, so that's the last of the events that we can see. Now it's time to go ahead and do an optional quest. So the first one we're going to do is, well, we're going to find a master for a cat. So we basically need to go to the harbour area, and in the centre of it, there's going to be a little kitty cat, and it's Kopi, aka the cat from the SSS building. And of course we're going to accept the quest because we need the AP, guys. We absolutely have to do it. So yeah, let's go, shall we? In fact, one thing I haven't done yet is I haven't checked out Oliver's equipment or qualities. Let's see. What's he got? Regalia EX. So he seems to be more of a caster than anything. Oh well. Yeah well. Let's see, what else can I equip? I do want to level up Bridget though, so I'm gonna take Sophia off and put Bridget as the Master Quartz. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so let's continue on, shall we? So for this quest, what we need to do is we need to go to West Street, and we need to just go to the entrance area, because we need to examine the west exit here. So let's go ahead and go to the west side. Okay, so not at the west. So next we need to go to East Street. And we need to check... Oh wait, no, sorry, not East Street. We need to go to the station first. And we need to check the south exit here. And of course that's also where we start. Okay, and last place is the east exit. So we're going to go ahead and go there. And this time we need the east exit of East Street. So let's go. And there we go. There's a Buzz in trouble. So we've got to go and save him. And he realizes his daughter's in trouble. Let's go, everybody! Okay, so now we need to go all the way along to the second highway.
Let's get going.
So, let's go, shall we? Now, we don't need any battles here, so we're just gonna speed along all the way through to the second area. And now, in the second area, there's going to be a fight that we need to do, which is just there on the map. So, let's go. There it is, and there's the Buzz. So, we just need to defeat 3 of these Blade Fangs to complete the quest.
A strong enemy!
Okay.
Be careful!
Now!
Yeah, obviously we don't need to inspect these because
Yes.
we've already done that. Although, I wonder, does Oliver have an S-craft I
If
can
you
use?
could!
But of course.
Let's have a look. He does have an S-craft. Sweet, let's take a look at it.
I shall prepare a
Akashic Star.
Great Septian power! And erupt! Akashic Star!
Did you enjoy the show? Did you like that?
That was actually pretty powerful. Oh well. Okay, Sapif actually from that fight. Wasn't too terrible. And there's Mimi. The little girl we're here to find. Okay, so quest completed, and we did get a prankster quartz. Let's take a look at that actually. I can't remember what that one does. It was a rare, wasn't it? Yeah. So gives a 70% chance to make a peculiar dish. Well, we definitely don't want to equip that. So, with that said, we can move on. Now, while we're actually on this street though, the East Crossbell Highway, we are just going to go ahead and fast travel straight to the boat shack. And the reason for this is we have 2 more things to do here. And we are actually just going to rest in the bed for more CP. And once more to fill Oliver up. Okay, so now we can move on. Now we're going to leave here because we need to talk to Copen to get another book. And Copen is located... He's going to be there. So let's go. Through the gate. And is it you? Yeah, it's Copen. And there's Heartless Edgar Chapter 5, another book that we needed, and we also did get a character note for Kenneth. Anywho, with that said, we're also going to be defeating the optional boss here, one of the monsters for the side missions that we received at the start of this 3D. So we're just going to go ahead down to the end of the path, and there it is, it's the big old crab.
Strong.
So let's go.
I won't fall!
Okay, so obviously we need to use a battle scope on it. We do get a Lone Blade quartz from it. So let's go ahead and kick his ass, shall we? And let's see. That's actually a pretty good ability, that is.
May you rest in peace! Fire!
Yes!
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get a
my
couple
turn.
of normal attacks in, and then we're going to S-craft.
My blade. Seventh slash! Fallen leaves!
And still not dead, so we're going to finish him off with Oliver again.
I shall prepare a cliff gather above me.
Easy!
My turn.
Wait, he didn't die? Oh man. Okay, now he's
everyone
dead.
okay?
He's dead now. EXP wasn't that great, to be fair. We did get the Lone Blade Quartz though, and we did get a decent amount of Sapphire. Okay. So there's that quest done. We do get some platinum hair for Elisa, and we also get 3,000 Mira. So with that, we can move on to the next optional quest. Oh, excuse me. Which is also going to be another boss. Okay, so for this one, we need to fast travel all the way to Geofront F. And to do that, we need to go to... no, that's Geofront B. Where is it? Is it the station? Yeah, it's the station. So we need to travel to Geofront F Sector Interior. So let's go, shall we? Okay, and while we're here, there's the boss straight there. So let's move on for him, shall we?
This
Hey,
one looks
buddy.
frightening. Please be careful.
He's not that frightening.
This one's tough. Be careful.
And it's the Regenkopf Type 2. Of course, we do need to battle scope him, so let's go ahead and do that. And Ingenuity, not that great, not that great. Anywho, let's just get some normal attacks going, and we'll also use 2 S-crafts on him. Because why not?
Leave it to me.
Okay, so he's almost dead now, and this rush should finish him off, I think.
Understood. It's my turn.
No, nearly though, nearly.
It's down.
He's dead now though.
Mine. Just
Yeah,
like I remember.
just like old times.
Okay, so moderately acceptable XP. You know, it wasn't a terrible amount. Master Quartzies are also getting there level-wise. And Sepith wasn't that great this time, unfortunately. Okay, and with that quest done, we get 3,000 Mira. And of course, just like the last quest, we do get 4 AP as well. Okay, so now it's time to continue on a little bit. We're going to go to the station, and we're going to go to the entrance, because we need to go back to the EX base. So, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? So, let's leave Station Road. Yeah, let's go! Let's go!
Come on, how am I supposed to plan around something like this?
Hmm? Oh, Lecter, he caught us, guys. He caught us. How does he know
A
that?
moment. Since I had this chance, I'd like you to relay a message to the Chancellor and Rufus for me. Though my wings have been stolen and my blade lost, I yet have the gun and the rose kept safely in my heart. If you lose your way and take this nation in a poor direction with you, I shall send you another message.
Your Highness.
Oh.
Message received, Your Highness.
With that concluded, let us away to the field exercise camp.
Okay.
Yes!
That was an interesting threat. Don't worry, Randy. I got this, bro. I got this.
I've wanted to thank him this whole time, but I couldn't. I couldn't do anything to save my family. I felt so powerless, and I ended up pinning my frustration on him. And that's what led to this.
I see.
I understand now. Yuna, you just want Instructor Reen to acknowledge you. I think I'm the same. When I accompanied him on his missions, I was tasked with monitoring and supporting him. But he treated me like a child, kept risking himself to protect me, and took on all the burdens himself. I felt so useless.
I'm no different. All I've wanted is for him to recognize my sword skills. I know I still have far to go, but I feel like what happened in Sutherland helped me grow, at least a little. Yuna, I believe this is your opportunity to grow.
Huh?
Instructor Reen left you a message. I'll play it now.
Yuna, the members of the Special Support Section are, without a doubt, heroes.
I can't help but think each one of them are truly great people. Him included. But are you okay with simply looking up to them forever? Right now, they're trapped, unable to protect their home. So who's going to be the one to protect Crossbell in their absence?
Okay, now that we have control back, it's time to get the optional stuff done, shall we? So we need to go ahead and go to car number 4 first, because in the guest room there is going to be an event. So let's go.
But are you okay with simply looking up to them forever? Right now, they're trapped, unable to protect their home. So who's going to be the one to protect Crossbell in their absence?
Yeah, let's not disturb them. So, now that we've seen that little event, we're going to take a couple of showers, just to fully heal
My
CP.
whole body.
And one more.
I feel refreshed.
There we go, full CP. Okay, next up, we're going to go ahead and go to car number 3, because we have to give Sandy the seedlings that we have. Hey, Sandy. And everyone realizes who he is. Okay, so let's give the seeds. And there's the peach seeds.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we get 5 spirit droplets for that. Okay, now that we've done that, we can go ahead and leave the train, because we need to speak to Musey and Ash, who are both on the field. Okay, there's Ash. Okay, after that funny little convo, it's time to speak to Musey. Wait, those are the extra items. I think they're guns. I think they might actually be guns. Or some kind of jetpack, maybe? Oh well, let's find Musey, who is somewhere. There she is. Hey, Musey. And shot down. Okay, so we just have one more person to talk to, and that is Stark. And we get 6 Tierra bombs from him. Okay, and with that we can move on. So let's go. Okay, now that we're on the Ursula Trail, we do actually need to go to where we found the red grass previously. So we need to go down to Ursula Road 2. So we'll just head on down there on the bike, skipping every battle along the way. Okay, and the grass was all the way down there. So of course we're going to go all the way down.
Let's begin the
I don't
show.
want to get a battle. Okay, we'll just get Reen to kill everyone. Make it nice and fast.
All right, nice work.
Okay, now we can move on. So let's go.
This one looks frightening. Please be careful.
And have I just missed the bridge? No, not. It's here. Well, it's here. Okay, so let's go for the grass, because there is going to be another item to get, and it's going to be another copy of the Black Records. This time it's going to be Black Records number 4, so let's go ahead and give that to Rosine straight away.
Hello there, Reen. You
Hello
found
there.
some new records?
I did.
Very well. I'll start deciphering them. Leave it to
Okay.
me.
So now that that's sent, we can actually just go ahead and move on to Stargazer Tower, do the actual story. So for that we need to go ahead and go to the west exit of the area, which is just here on the map. So let's go, shall we? Yeah, the main story will progress. Now, we don't need to worry about all quests and sub-events will disappear because we've already done them all. So we can just head straight to the tower.
But are you okay with simply looking up to them forever? Right now, they're trapped, unable to protect their home. So who's going to be the one to protect Crossbell in their absence?
Seriously? He's always so... I know that already. Does he really think I need to hear any of that crap from him?
From the sound of it, we're ready to go now. We already have the location, so...
Come on, we wasted enough time here. Let's get going already.
Ash and Muse, eh?
Muse and Ash?
What are you doing here?
Got permission from Randolph to tag along.
As for me, I asked Instructor Toa to assign me as your support.
I would have come too if I were able.
Me too. Oh, if only I was able to fight.
Louise and Jessica are one thing, but how long were you two listening?
Yeah, quite a while. Quite a while. Okay. Now, before we go into the tower, though, we've got one more thing to do, which is a landscape photo. So let's go ahead and investigate here at the left column. Okay, and of course we're going to send that right now to Vivi.
So, Green. Now, let's see. Oh, wow, nice. I'll send you your reward.
Okay, so with that, we're basically done here. It's basically just time to go ahead and move through the Stargazer Tower. And then that will be the end of Chapter 2. However, guys, that is going to be in the next video, because this is where I am ending this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, though. If you have, then be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Of course, if you're new to the channel, then make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. As always, though, everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.